Hello, friends and neighbors. Welcome to a special edition of Ray and Benny Talk Sports. We're going to call this one The Blitz. This is our first ever, hopefully, in a long line of quick hit shorts episodes for y'all to enjoy. And in this episode, we're going to celebrate Black History Month by giving you an NHL lineup of great Black stars from the past. You ready to go, Benny?
I'm ready, man. Are you?
I'm great. I'm great, man. I'll celebrate Black History Month all day, every day. How was your day today?
That was good. Yeah, I didn't do a heck of a lot. Took it easy. So tried to clean a rink out in the back, and that was not a good idea.
No, man. Is it game over for the rink?
It's done. It's done. Yeah.
Hopefully that's like a sign for winter. The ice rink is done. Hopefully that'll slip away, maybe.
Hopefully. This winter has been terrible, so it's got to go.
Oh, gosh. Let's any which way. Let's talk about the Black History Month NHL lineup that we got. We're going to start with goalies. One goalie, two defensemen, three forwards. Benny, you're going to start with goalie. Who you got?
Yeah, I guess the best choice is Grant Fuhr, right? I mean, 5 Stanley Cups, first Black hockey player to win the cup. Best. I mean, you can go over whoever we're going to name in this lineup. Grant Fuhr, he's probably the best Black hockey player ever.
Without a doubt. Yeah.
Even Gretzky described him as the best goaltender ever. So, first Black player to be inducted into Hall of Fame as well. So, man, that guy had some stellar seasons. And as Jets fans,
we know
those playoffs, it's like,
yeah. And he was so amazing to watch the way he got from post to post, like back in the day with those small pads.
Yeah.
What was that documentary that we both saw about Coco? Something Coco.
Finding Coco or so. Yeah. It was, yeah.
Watch it. It's an amazing documentary, and he's an amazing player.
The side to side, man. You mentioned it. It's like, oh my, I could picture it in my head right now. Howard checked the McLean and then Fuhr. Yeah.
It's like we have him beat, and he covers that side.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Every time.
Yeah. So we call out Grant Fuhr with joy and a little bit of pain from the Smythe Division days.
Good
choice on that one. Good choice on that one. Let's move to the defenseman. I'm going to pick PK Subban, a very controversial figure in the NHL, currently known as one of the league's dirtiest players because of an incident about a week ago or so.
Yeah.
But he's still a great defenseman, brings an exciting, fast, offensive style, second-round draft pick, 43rd overall in the 2007 draft. He won not the Vezina, the Norris. Vezina, the Norris in 2013 as the league's top defenseman, won the scoring title of defenseman that year. And beyond the hockey, he's a great guy, man. He raised like $10 million for the Montreal Children's Hospital. He started a Blue Line Buddies program with police and young youth to check out a game to really get those relationships stronger in the community. He's a community guy, and I think he deserves to be on that team, man. But he's also fun to watch.
Yeah, and again, he's another guy that, when he was playing with Nashville, really got under the Jets' skin, especially in that playoff series. And he was one of those guys, if he was on your team, you probably would have loved him, but him being on the other team, you hated him. But but like you say, his slew foots lately that he's been doing to guys doesn't make sense to me. But great defenseman.
He's a bit of an agitator, always been an agitator. He's always known for a big personality, which I think also kind of blackballed him within the toxic hockey culture that we have.
It rubs people the wrong way when
without a doubt.
He was like that. But
and it don't help when you're Black. Believe you me, it don't help when you're Black, unfortunately, with this ugly hockey culture. And I'm sure we'll talk about that in episodes coming up. But let's keep moving forward. Who do you got on defense, brother?
I got to go with our Winnipeg favorite and how much we miss this guy, man. Come back, Dustin Byfield. You're my defenseman pick, man. He started in Chicago forward. He had that great playoff run in 2010 where his coming out party, he was a big cog in that Chicago Blackhawks. When you go, you got Jonathan Toews, you got Patrick Kane. But to me, Dustin Byfield was the bigger piece in all that. Just the way he agitated the Canucks, the way he got in front of that net. Like he was just a force in that playoffs, right? So, and when he came to play, he's one of the best defensemen in the NHL. Like he ranked up there high. He was hit and miss sometimes, but his force on that ice, like even coming to Winnipeg, that first shift, that exhibition game.
Oh, okay. I was there against Columbus. Oh my God.
He just laid it out. And then even to the playoffs, he's always having a blast on that ice, right? So 3 All-Star games for him. I'm surprised I don't think he ever even got close, but a Norris Trophy. Again, defensively, he wasn't always the greatest. Offensively, though, He was a big time changer on the ice.
That guy could set the tone, and he had great hands, and he had speed. And just remember, in a couple, once against Colorado, once against Nashville, where he took two guys by the collar and pulled them off and held them down. Two guys.
Like children, man.
Yeah.
Like freaking children.
What a character.
He was a blast.
That guy, brother.
He was a blast.
He was a heartbeat of that Winnipeg Jets locker room. And we'll talk about Jets leadership also in upcoming episodes. But Dustin Byfield, we miss you.
Please, he was something, man.
No matter what shape you're in. Let's move on to forwards. Now, let me be clear here. This is not necessarily our best of players in NHL history. This is our starting lineup, and I'm going to pick a young guy, Quentin Byfield. Hasn't really had an impact yet. Hasn't been able to play a lot of games, but the guy was drafted 2nd overall, the highest ever drafted Black player in the NHL. I think before that was Evander Kane and Seth Jones, drafted at number 4. So he's in good company. And the dude's 6'5", 220, scored a goal yesterday or against the Islanders a couple days ago. Kid's just fun to watch. Size and speed. He's a future, hopefully, of Black hockey. So I'm going to give a nod to the future and pick Quentin Byfield as center on our starting lineup for Black History Month.
Yeah, he's a good up and coming young player. He's Canadian too, right?
Yes.
Pretty sure, yeah. So it'll be
an Ontario kid.
Yeah, I remember him from the World Juniors a couple seasons ago, I think it was. So yeah, he stood out in that tournament quite a bit. So looking forward to see what he can do on the Kings there as it goes along.
Yeah, and he put up like 85 points in 42 games in juniors.
Yeah.
So kid can move and kid can score, and he's a leader.
Yeah,
so I'm going to take him to be center of this lineup. Who do you got on a forward, brother?
I'm going to go with the one and only Jerome Mcginla. Calgary Flame for the most part, for most of his career. You know, he had a couple stints at the end of it trying to get that cup.
Yeah.
You know what? 2002 became the first Black hockey player to win gold at the Olympics. You know, that great game, and he was a big part of that.
That was huge.
He was the one he scored that big goal, didn't he?
Didn't he have an assist to what's his name?
Or maybe it was the assist to Sakic. I can't remember now, but I feel like he scored a goal in that game as well.
2002. Yeah.
Sorry. That's 20 years ago. My memory only goes back, a couple of weeks even. So
we trying.
2003 became the first Black captain when he was named captain of the Calgary Flames. 6-time All-Star, all-time leader in goals, points, and games played for the Flames.
Amazing.
One of the 7 players in NHL history to score 30 goals in 11 consecutive seasons or successive seasons. So
that's insane.
That is crazy, man. And one of 19 to score over 600 goals, and 12 over 1,200 points in his career. So obviously the highest point total for a Black hockey player, and a great player for the Flames. Like he always brought it, man. And it's too bad he didn't end up getting that Stanley Cup in 04 there. I was about to
say that cup run was amazing to watch, and he was absolutely the heartbeat of that team. Where he went, the Flames went. It's hard not to pick. There, brother. He was an amazing player from Edmonton. I think.
From Edmonton, playing for Calgary.
They must have loved it. I'm sure they were cheering him on anyways.
Yeah.
And in our last forward spot, I got to give a shout out to the Godfather, Willie O'Reilly, the man who broke the color barrier, the Jackie Robinson of NHL hockey. You always talk about him breaking barriers against the Montreal Canadiens, being the first player, but you don't realize that even then when he broke that barrier, he had games like against Chicago where players were actually giving him death threats based on the color of his skin.
Terrible.
And people from the crowd were still hollering at him racist names, making him feel inhuman, but the guy kept going. He played his 40+ games with one eye.
Yeah.
With one eye. This dude played, and when he played in the WHL, he was dominating. You talk about 30-goal seasons. He had a few of those in the WHL. So this team can't exist without Willie O'Reilly. So for sure, I'm putting the Godfather right there in the front lineup beside Byfield and Mcginla.
Yeah, for sure. He's the one who started it all. And like you say, he was facing those taunts and everything like that. And most people would just say, screw this, I'm out. I don't need this, right? Luckily, he stuck around and he opened the door for other players to come up. And hopefully one day in the future, none of this shit is still going on the ice that we don't need. So things have got to change. Things got to change. And that's one reason why we have Black History Month. And it's great for you and I to be able to celebrate it, jam with each other. We're like a prime example of the good that love can do, man. We've been friends since high school. Now we're doing this, sharing our opinions, still being friends, still being tight, no matter what our skin color is. So exactly.
Here we are. our first ever The Blitz, our Black History Month celebration, giving you our NHL lineup. Thank you for joining us. Don't forget to catch up on past episodes on our YouTube channel. Join us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, Ray, Benny Sports. I got them all finally. Don't forget to join us. Benny, you got anything to say to the people?
You know what? Just quick honorable mentions to the first Black Jets player.
Yeah.
Which probably many don't know, but it was Bill O'Reilly. He played 14 games for the Jets back in 79-80.
Yeah.
Tony Mcginla, another one, didn't play for the Jets, but entered the league in 78. He held the record for most points by a black hockey player until Mcginla broke it.
Amazing.
And then, of course, Mike Greer. You know what? He was the first actually U.S.-born player and trained and to play in the NHL. Played over 1,000 games.
Insane.
So good for him. It was a great career.
Season. Yeah, we just celebrated 1,000 games with who on this roster? Stasny?
Yeah, Stasny. I'm pretty sure.
Stasny.
Yeah,
so that's a long time to play.
Yeah.
So props to those guys. Props to Pokey Reddick. Pokey Eldon Reddick played goalie in Winnipeg. Freddie Brathwaite played goalie with the Moose. Dirk Graham, first Black captain in NHL history with the Chicago Blackhawks. Lots of Black players we could have mentioned. Lots of Black history. Go check it out online. Go do some research beyond Black History Month. Again, thank you for joining us. Thank you, Brother Benny, for being here and celebrating Black History Month with us. And we'll see y'all soon. Be safe. Be kind. Help each other out. Hey, friends and neighbors, don't forget to check us out online on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter at Ray Benny Sports. And don't forget to check out our YouTube channel. Leave a like, leave a comment, tell us what you think.